And on Saturday, the text will be bigger, right? Yeah. Or I can't read it. It's this is perfect. Check, check. 1, 2, 3. Is this sounding better, Mark? Okay. Do you need me to speak more? So it's just a matter of holding the mic closer to the mouth and straighter out. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
No one will be in the chair. Yeah. She's going to be the first one that's ever been. So right before this, just so it'll be really similar in class, and then Corey and Sarah Beth will be up here. So they'll be standing side by side. So you'll want the shot big enough for Corey and Sarah Beth to be like, do their little horn blow, whatever they're gonna do, and then they're just gonna exit, and you're just gonna come off.
Okay, so I start on here with them or I walk in?
I mean, well, what do you want to do? Do you have a preference? What do y'all think? Should they be back here tooting with her in the scene already? That would be kind of fun. Okay, let's do that. We'll put them on either side of you, which means we will need a broader. Okay, so we'll put one on either side. They can do their little horn, and you can be like, thanks for that, guys. And they'll go, okay, yay.
Okay, and then I start my remarks, and it still sounds good? Sure. Welcome to Penland's 36th annual benefit auction and our second virtual one. Although we wanted nothing more than to invite all of you up to campus for the event, now is certainly not the time to mingle with hundreds of people in person. Let's hope, however, that this is our last virtual auction because we are greatly missing all of you. We have been cautiously open over the summer, and it has been so very gratifying to see excited, happy people in our studios again. The soft hum of studio activities and the not so quiet nightly celebrations out on the knoll have been a very welcome change from the quiet of the last 14 months. What brings us all together today is our love for this magical place, the vitality of our community, the importance of lifelong learning, and the power of craft and making itself. We're here to celebrate and support Penland and to share our collective awe at the beautiful things humans are capable of creating. I want to thank the 193 artists who donated 182 wonderful pieces of art in our auction this year. Your generosity in studios, in our community, and to this fundraising event keeps us going. Someone change that. Okie dokie, I will remember. And I haven't, I mean, normally I read this 50 times so I can say it with a little bit more, less reading.
I'll send you what I updated them. I'll put it back into your. And then if you want to bring up, where is Buffalo going? Should I just grab it? If you just text me where it is, I'll get it. Thank you. I guess we might use that. the video. So
Oh, okay.
here when he'll be scanning through.
You're gonna tell me when to come on, right?
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Okay.
Do I need to move this iPad?
I'm gonna pass it. I can move the iPad.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm not prepared for this.
I'm gonna play multiple parts today.
Okay. So I'm still standing here?
Yeah, you're still standing.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Or, how close do I need to be for the clapper to be in the?
That's great, but you can go that way just a little bit. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
And the only problem is it's in the dark.
Oh, they came.
As soon as we
Did
get
you
light
bring
on,
them up to us? I love it.
She's like, I could bring it to you. I was like, oh.
She's so sweet.
So is yours turned on?
Alright, I'm gonna mark the floor for the clapper.
just one, two.
I want it to be here. I would say right. Okay.
There we go. Check one, two.
I do have pockets. Yes. Oh, I have lots of pockets. The perfect place for a pen. Do we want to get these lights up?
I can light over. I can light during. Sorry, light over the.
Okay.
It would be easier even because then the people who see light.
Yeah, okay.
I'll just quietly.
Yeah, that's fine.
Am I supposed to take my mask off during this, or do I leave it on?
You don't have to.
Okay.
It's up to you.
I just want to make sure you can get the sound right.
Well, it doesn't matter because you're not.
Because it's not me.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then I'm going to leave it on.
This is really just so that we can have the people, like, the people
Great.
saying. Okay, so.
Robin, Melissa, are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play multiple parts, so some of it we'll just talk through, but we'll read through. We'll adjust to the spots that people will be seeing and read through parts of it so that you can see the shots. Okay.
All right, can I interrupt for a minute?
Yeah.
If we're gonna step through this, we need to do it from the beginning, like I need to be on the splash screen,
Okay.
and then she needs to cue to camera one or whatever, and we go down the list. Got me?
Okay.
Or that doesn't do me any good at all?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm on the pre-show screen right now.
You ready?
Yep.
Stand by. And so y'all, so that means that when she.
So I will cue camera one and then.
And you'll point at me.
Yep.
Okay.
Take camera one, go. Take camera camera two.
Mia's remarks.
Sorry, my bad.
Do you want me to talk through the remarks, or do you want me to say Mia's remarks and give it?
You can just say me as remarks. Do like the first sentence.
Welcome to Penland's 36th annual benefit auction. Oops, sorry. Mirroring problem. Okay, it's still mirroring. No, it's saying stop to start. It's frozen. That's obnoxious. Okay. Now it's gone. We're going to have to work on this mirroring connection. Okay. Welcome to Penland's 36th annual benefit auction and our second virtual one. Although we want nothing more than to invite you all up to campus for the event, now is certainly not the time to mingle with hundreds of people in person. Let's hope, however, that this is our last virtual auction because we are greatly missing all of you. Mia continues her remarks. Mia introduces the Outstanding Artist Educator. Because so many artists have been central to Penland's history and to the evolution of craft in the United States, in 2007, Penland started a recognition program called the Penland Outstanding Artist Educator Award. She continues introducing the rest of the award. This year, it's our honor and pleasure to recognize Clarence Morgan as Penland's 2021 Outstanding Artist Educator. Our creative director, Leslie Noel, will introduce Clarence and tell you more. Leslie comes on stage, and now I'm Leslie. 2 years ago, our Board of Trustees voted to honor Clarence Morgan as our 2020 Outstanding Artist Educator. Last year, we decided to postpone the tribute, hoping we would be able to celebrate in person this year. And here we are. Better late than never today, we honor Clarence Morgan for his 50-year career as a visionary artist and generous educator. Clarence's work has appeared in over 200 solo group exhibitions and is the permanent collections of Cleveland Museum of Art, Walker Art Center in Minneapolis, Minneapolis Institute of Art. He has received grants from the McKnight Foundation, the Jerome Foundation, the Bush Foundation, among others. Clarence has been a visiting artist and given presentations about his work at Yale, Stanford, Cooperstown, Cranbrook, blah, blah, blah. He's taught at Penland for the first time in 1989. His workshops next summer will be his 10th. I met Clarence and his wife, Arlene, for the first time in the mid-90s when I was a core fellow. My friend John Neff was Clarence's painting workshop, and I'll never forget watching John's talent flourish under Clarence's influence. During that summer session and after, work rushed out of John. It was a reminder of how a great teacher could significantly shift the trajectory of a student. Over the years, I have loved watching Clarence's work and career evolve. He has always modeled passion and fearlessness in his work, balancing the demands of an accomplished career with a deep dedication to his own creative impulse. We hope you enjoy this wonderful video in honor of Clarence Morgan and his work.
As an artist, I'm more curious than I am talented. I always put it that way, too. So, if I had a choice between talent and curiosity as an artist, what would I choose? I would choose curiosity. I think curiosity would carry you a lot further than just talent alone. And so just being curious about things sort of opened me up and kind of set the stage for me to experiment and try new things.
Just put in the time. Do it every day, no matter what. Make sure something, art happens every day. And when you go to a studio, you can see that. It's this catalog of 40 years of making. You can see it's an everyday process. I mean, he's maybe the most prolific artist that I know. And he's, twice the age of most of the people I know, and still makes more work than everyone.
And I think the work kind of leads me where it wants to go. That has sustained me for 40 years as being a maker and being an artist and being open to change and within my own work and transitions with my own work.
So what Clarence...
It fades at the end. Okay. Go ahead, Marianne.
Okay, so back to Leslie on set. Leslie is going to share a quote from Clarence Morgan and just say, I want to thank Clarence for being a part of the Penland community. And I'd like to introduce Jesse Miller and co-host Corey Pemberton. Jesse Miller, come on up. And then I'm going to exit. Leslie will exit.
Do you want to come in?
I'll probably get you him to walk straight out. So then we've got, and y'all are going to come stand over here. Corey, you'll be here, and Jesse, you'll be over there. And then, there you go.
Hey, Corey. It's really great to be here with you today. It's great to be here with you too, Jesse. So how's this thing going to work anyway? I'm glad you asked. Because before we get started, I want to explain just that. This is very important, so all you bidders out there, please pay attention. If you're watching me, then you've either followed a link to the live stream on YouTube, or you went to the bidding page and are watching from there. We sent you a text message and email with your link to the bidding page and to the YouTube link about an hour and a half ago. Bidding is in the same place you've been bidding all week for the silent auction. It's also the same link we sent you for the silent auction. If you cannot find your link, you can call our tech support team and they will send it again.
It disconnected again. This is going to be a huge problem if we can't work this out. Why is this not connecting in here? Okay, so Corey.
A few things to know about today's bidding. Please keep in mind there is a delay between the video stream and the bidding activity you will see on the bidding page. It takes longer for me to reach you across the internet. Since you have two options for watching, we have some recommendations for those of you who are also bidding. Option 1, you can watch and bid from one device on the bidding page. This is not a great option from a cell phone, and that lag I mentioned will be increased. Option 2, you can use two devices. For instance, watch the live stream on YouTube on your computer or smart TV and bid on a phone or tablet. If you are actively bidding on a piece, please focus your attention on the bidding page and not the video. This is important because it's possible the bidding could start before you hear my cue due to that delay. There is no option to place a maximum bid, and you will not receive outbid notifications. This is live as we can get, folks. Right now, all of the live auction pieces are in preview. Once I state this piece is open for bidding, you will need to click the home button on the device you are bidding with, and you will see the piece opening. Once the piece is open, you will see a timer set, and that's how long you'll have to bid. You can start bidding while we are presenting the artist and their work. Now, because that delay varies based on your internet provider, it's possible the live stream video can get far behind. If that happens and you are bidding, we suggest you mute the video and rely just on the timer. We will cheer the bidding on and announce the winning bid before moving on to the next piece. All right, now that you know how to bid, we'd like to introduce you to two very special guests. Corey, would you do the honors?
I'd love to, Jesse. Joining us today to share their insight and enthusiasm are Harriet Green and Suzy Silbert. Do I go?
So then you move to the center, right there. Yeah, Robin just follow them.
Harriet Green, I can't read that, served on the Board of Trustees for 8 years, ending in 2014. Prior to that, she visited on several occasions as part of a cohort of visual arts professionals for a public art initiative at Penland and engaged in discussions around diversity. Since then, Harriet has been a regular at the auction and enjoys collecting works on paper, drawing, and printmaking. And she also loves figurative ceramic as well as functional pottery. She is a former museum registrar at the Columbia Museum of Art in South Carolina and a former visual arts director for South Carolina State Art Agency. Currently, she is consulting on projects, working with artists, and volunteering with her favorite charities as an advisor and board member. Harriet serves at present on the board of the American Craft Council. Some fun facts we recently learned about Harriet. One of 12 children, she grew up on a farm in Holly Hill, South Carolina, and learned how to drive by driving a tractor. She loves country music, is a Kentucky colonel and is an admitted news junkie. And since she gets by on a mere 3 to 4 hours of sleep most nights, there is plenty of time to pursue all her passions. Please welcome Harriet.
Oh, hi, Corey! Hi, everyone! So glad to be here.
Do I sit down?
No.
No?
All right, so now you can choose the next person.
Okay. Also joining us is Suzy Silbert, Curator of Post-War and Contemporary Glass at the Corning Museum of Glass. Celebrating her 20-year anniversary with Penland, she first came down for a concentration with Dina Hewlett in 2001. She kept coming back for classes over the next couple of years, and in 2005, she moved to the area full-time to work for studio glass pioneers Richard Ritter and Mark Pizer. Her 4 years working with Mark and his assistants, Jake Chamberlain and Jack Brewer, empowered her love of history, writing, and curating, shaping the way that she sees glass and materials, and more broadly, in setting her on the path that brought her to her current position. She's worked at the Museum of Fine Arts, Houston, the Houston Center for Contemporary Art, and RISD, amongst others. She has her master's degree in decorative arts, design history, and material culture from the Bard Graduate Center. And in a time-honored tradition, she met her husband at Penland, even though he's not a maker, and got engaged on Roan Mountain. Suzy has also been a Penland studio assistant, instructor, and washed a lot and lots of bacon trays. Bacon. More than anything else, Suzy has a passion for people and the things they make and wants nothing more than to get everyone as excited as she is. Please welcome Suzy.
Okay. And then Corey, you can take your seat.
Which is here.
Jesse will start introducing the first piece. Go ahead. Jesse, that's you.
I know, I don't have the.
Oh, it's not doing its thing. Oh my God. Well, this is terrible, y'all. This thing just keeps freezing. And it's still broadcasting, but it's freezing. I have to stop and restart it every time. So this first piece, we'll need to move that to center. And that's something that we should think about who should do that, because if you're both, oh, well, I guess there's 3 people. I mean, technically, I guess you could scoot it. Can you shift it up? For the first one?
Splash screen because the preview picks up the first frame and all of them have a fade in flash.
And what?
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Is that the? Did I just get it? I don't know what's the. Tell me if that. So the most. I think the most like.
Just the.
For me, the most unobtrusive way to pick it up was just to move like this. Okay. So you don't have to like bend or pick up if you can do that. Okay. But not if it's going to hurt your back or anything. So tell me. That way you don't have to bend over or do anything super awkward. You just pick the lever and just.
But I'm sure there are more, unless the order changed.
And you can just exit quickly. So let's see if that works. I can do it if we needed to. I think because I'm taller than you, you can get it here. Do we need to do a mic check with Leslie? Yes, let's do that real quick so that she can be on her way. Okay.
She use a handheld or a clip-on?
Yeah, she's on the handheld. Thanks, Leslie, for coming by.
You're welcome.
Oh, I love your earrings.
Laura Wood.
Are they really?
Oh, that's some of her new stuff, huh?
Cut off the whatever.
Got to keep an eye out for that. That's okay.
Make sure it's like really
You're not really doing
your
it.
mouth, like an ice cream cone.
Have a read a graph, Mariel.
Because even like the difference between this and this is huge.
Okay. I'm supposed to take my mouth off.
Yeah.
Check. How's that sound?
Need to read a paragraph.
2 years ago, our Board of Trustees voted to honor Clarence Morgan as our 2020 Outstanding Artist Educator.
Either closer or speak up.
Last year, we decided to postpone this tribute, hoping we'd be able to celebrate in person this year, and here we are. But better late than never. Today, we honor Clarence for his 50-year career as a visionary artist and generous educator. You want me to keep going?
Yes, please.
Clarence's work has appeared in over 200 solo and group exhibitions and is in the permanent collections of the Cleveland Museum of Art, Walker Art Center in Minneapolis, and the Minneapolis Institute of Art.
Okay, so the way this system works is both the handhelds broadcast to the same receiver, and her speaking voice is lower than Mia's.
Yeah.
So there's probably not much we can do about that, but I'll just try to modulate it as best I can, because they're
I can try
not
to
both
speak
speaking
higher.
at the same time, right? They're gonna be
No,
back
they're
and
not
forth.
singing at the same time. Yeah.
Okay, so I think I can just try to modulate it here. But Leslie, you have to, it's like an ice cream cone, you gotta be
That's
all
hard.
over it.
I just don't want to put my mouth on it.
I know, it
Well,
feels gross.
Every time somebody
Okay,
touches
okay.
it, I wipe it down with bleach.
So I should actually feel it. Is
Yeah.
that better for you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So, but I have bleach wipes.
Yummy.
And we have two separate mics for you and Mia, so she'll be talking back to back.
Okay.
So you won't be sharing
It's
directly.
okay. I mean, I'll just pretend like I'm Steve
There you
Tyler.
go, that's what you're doing, yes.
Yeah.
If you talk to us back here, it'll probably work. I think normally you speak more softly with the mic, but.
You want me to try it again?
Yeah.
Or I'll just keep going. Clarence has received grants from the McKnight Foundation, the Jerome Foundation, the Bush Foundation, among others. He's been a visiting artist and given presentations about his work.
That's good.
Is that better?
Yeah.
He's been a teacher of art continuously since 1978, first at East Carolina University, and then at the University of Minnesota, where he chaired the art department for 6 years and is currently head of drawing and painting.
Okay, that'll do.
Okay, so just like for you to know, the flow will be that Mia will come up on stage, she's gonna introduce you, she's gonna exit stage, so you'll be out here by yourself.
Can I see what she's saying so I don't...
Oh, I can send this, do you want me to share this with you? This is what she's saying.
That's okay, as long as I don't have to introduce that.
No, she's introducing it and then inviting you up purely, this is perfect, I would have.
Perfectly, just to do
Yeah.
Clarence, and then I never received anything from Clarence.
We just got it, Robert's gonna edit it just a little bit, and I'm gonna tuck it in right here. So what we'll do, you'll say everything you gave me. I've added in, we hope you enjoyed this wonderful video in honor of Clarence Morgan and his work. We'll play the video. We'll get cued that we're back to set. You'll share Clarence's quote and just, thanks for being part of the community, however you wanna say that. And then say, I'd like to invite Jesse Miller and Corey Pemberton up onto this, back out as your host for the evening, so.
Jesse Miller and Corey Pemberton.
And I'll put,
Use both names.
Jesse and Corey. Well, I guess they haven't heard, this will be their first introduction, she'll probably
Okay,
better
so
say
I'll say
it.
Jesse Miller.
But I'll add that in, once I plug the Clarence's quote in, I'll put that in purple so you know it's your.
So if I'm reading that teleprompter, I'm not really looking at the camera. Is that weird?
No, the cameras are so close to the screen, you can just look at the screen.
Okay.
That's why it's like, when you wave at someone and the person behind you thinks that you're waving at them, that's what we've done here.
Okay.
So it looks like you're mostly looking at the screen.
Sounds good. I'll try to. Which camera is it? Both?
You'll be on this one.
Mostly this one.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was looking at that one. Okay. Then I'll try to glance up at that one.
Yeah, and then so they'll come on stage and you'll exit.
Okay.
So I'll have them enter this way and you can exit behind. Or actually, or could I?
Will this be here?
No, that will not be there. Unless, do you want it? No. we were gonna, so she could stand back because she's so tall, we were gonna scoot it out, have it scooted out of the way.
Okay. Yeah, and what's the frame? Is it like full
To your-
floor to?
No, it's from just above your head to the top of that pedestal.
It's your waistline.
Okay. So it doesn't matter if I have shoes on.
No.
No.
Okay.
No,
Okay, and I'll just try to exit out the
walk this way.
No, it's okay.
Walk
I'm
off
gonna
that
wear
side.
shoes.
'Cause if you walk off this, then we won't see your back anyway. So exit this way, and I'll get them to come from the back.
Okay, sounds good.
That would be better.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Yep.
And thanks,
See
y'all.
you next time.
Ciao.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm going blind.
Yeah, don't look
Because
at
when I
that.
started to look at the thing, I'm like,
I want a cheeseburger.
golly, that'd be so good. Having like, I think sandwiches for lunch or something. You want a sandwich?
They could probably go a little closer.
Yeah, how are you going to get me a
I'll
sandwich?
be like, hey, can I get another intern's food?
Liar.
Okay.
No, I only feel okay if Katie's not going to get lunch.
Okay. Well,
But I appreciate it.
I stole 3 cookies last night. Well, technically me.
That's okay. The cookies are different than a full meal.
Everybody knows
Yeah.
that so far, out of everybody that's been on a mic, Grayson is the only one that gets it right consistently,
How so?
including Jessie
Thank you.
and Corey. So she needs to be the audio coach.
Yes, what are you doing?
I don't know.
She's talking monotone. She's just talking monotone.
Yeah, she cracks.
Hello.
No, she is actually talking monotone now.
I am.
Like she's keeping her voice level, but
You
it's
do
just
that.
because you're just like robot talking.
Well, Mark likes it. So. Well, now that you've said it, I'll probably mess it up because now I'm going to think about it.
All right, so Mariana, drop your mask a second. Right, and then turn the light off briefly.
And we can bring a piece of artwork out here. Well, we're about to bring a piece of artwork out here, so you can.
Yeah, it's filling a little bit. Yeah, it's brightening up the face. Okay, thanks.
It's probably not helpful, I guess, so that's only if they're standing up this close. So, like, what happens, let's do a couple of, if Mia's here in the middle.
Oh, you're a little short, but
Oh, well.
yeah, it's brightened it.
You're a little short.
Oh, God.
I could stand on that really precarious thing. And then and then when we bring the art out, we'll know. Okay, so let's back this back up. We're gonna start, like this is still back here. We just did the things.
We were about to do the first piece of art though.
Yes.
Yep.
But part of that is bringing this out onto the set.
Oh, got it.
So I just want to have that in the flow.
Are we doing a splash screen for that, or are they going to see her hobble out with it?
Well, hopefully, and if, let's see how it, hold on.
Part of the problem is you are shorter, so you can.
Oh, well then maybe I should just plan to do that.
Because it hits me here and it hits you up here.
That is a difference. Well, I'll do it.
Okay.
Let me rescreen our screen. Again. Just don't understand.
For what? Congratulations. You wanted gel pens.
No, that's not.
You wanted colorful gel pens. 60?
Hey, Mark, question.
Where?
Is it possible
Five
it's because?
below.
I knew you were going to say that. A good thing I didn't order them for you on Amazon.
Is this connected to Wi-Fi?
Oh, it's got some sparkly ones.
Like I could
It's got
download
some
right now. and just,
pastel
pull it
colored
off
ones. It's got some, oh my gosh.
I'm going to go there and get one. The one next to TJ Maxx.
I actually was in South Carolina, but yeah, I think the one in
Maybe that's
When did you go to South Carolina?
the weekend I went home with my mom and sister.
Where'd you go?
We went to the academy and we went to that mall because my sister was looking for school
The
stuff.
Greenville Mall?
The Haywood. Greenville? Yeah, we were in
In
Greenville.
Greenville.
Yeah. It was fine. We wore our masks. We were of the men, not as many people, but there were still some. It was surprising.
make available offline. That's what I mean.
Right.
But yeah, no, that one down there had that. But I'm sure the one at home had
Probably.
the.
I didn't know there was a
pack of-
5 below
Well,
there.
it was new because
Oh.
like I had never seen those packs of pens either, and they had them up front, but then they had them in the back with like the
60.
stuff.
I just can't even fathom it.
I think it said 60. It's a big pack. I've been taking different ones every day, but they're like, I mean, they're obviously, it's Five Below quality.
Right.
It's not the best, but
I know,
it's,
but there's 60 of them, so
yeah, there's
they're
gotta be
enough
one
that,
would.
yeah, once one gets dried up, you can just use the other one.
Whose TV is this?
Apparently it's the Flex Studios TV. We may have bought it for auction last year, I can't remember.
Well, that's not doing anything. Does it need the Wi-Fi on to talk to that? I guess maybe it does. I was just didn't know if that was, I'm just trying to figure out why it's constantly disconnecting.
It is not
So
a.
it does have to be on. But I did make that available offline. Maybe that will be helpful. Or will it Bluetooth? How does it talk?
I'm gonna get my phone.
Thinking it's probably talking to the dongle through the.
Okay. So, okay.
And I got the extension, it should be here by now.
We'll try it. We'll try it.
Yeah, and just leave it down here and I'll fiddle with it someone I get a chance.
Okay. When do you have, Taylor, when do you have Zoom?
I don't have any Zooms.
You won't have any more Zooms because we're in the 1 week, right?
Yeah, so I can use my phone to take photos.
Okay, all right, then I'm gonna leave this here.
Okay, yeah.
All right, cool.
Good.
All right, let's see.
I'm gonna have people randomly on my phone. Can I interest you in this magenta colored pen?
No. You're just gonna put it in that pen cup if you're annoyed by it.
Wait, I'm blue, right? I'm blue.
You're blue.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Jesse, get it down.
Yep.
Wait.
So we're gonna say, so please welcome Susie, clap, clap, clap. Everybody took their seats. And then Jesse will begin introducing the piece. Jesse,
Are they bringing it out?
you're supposed to start talking.
Just, okay. Suzy, Harriet, it's a pleasure to have you here with us. And you'll be happy to know, Suzy, that I'm already excited because we have 16 pieces of art representing the main areas of craft that Penland Studios support. Our first piece is titled Balance, something we all need in our lives. Package 501 is open for bidding and the closing timer is set. If you are actively bidding, remember, the lag can be confusing to
Mercedes Janlik is an American artist who working in Italy and New York City. She holds a BFA in Visual Arts from the State University of New York at Purchase, an MFA from Louisiana State University, and she recently completed a 3-year residency here at Penland. Her work has been exhibited both nationally and internationally. Mercedes is also one of the most delightful people you will ever meet.
Balance is a limited edition artist proof of a print of a collage. The handwriting is continuous thought mixed with overheard conversations. From her new body of work, Miscommunicated Secrets, this project began with obsessive tendencies. Mercedes words herself, make new things based on my head's unphotographable feelings. Sometimes words are not enough and often do not possess the weight or dimension to come close to the sharp sense I want it to represent. These pieces are daydreams combined with real-life experiences assembled to create scenes depicting emotions that I fail to express in sentence form alone.
And then
Woo.
we'll be talking about
Bidding
here,
timer is
Harriet.
running out.
So, Susie will be chatting at this point. I don't know where Robin is, but I have questions about the camera too. At this point, should shift over to Susie and Harriet. Yeah. And we should be on camera too when we can come back to full set if you
Yeah,
want.
once I come back to full set, and then we can.
And then we can shift over to the conversation that's happening here.
Yep.
And would probably want to go to kind of come on in. They'll chat they'll do a little bit of chatting, but then Jesse and Corey might start chiming in. So it might be.
That's fine, we can go, if they chime in,
We'll just scoot back out to the other one.
Yeah.
To the bigger, yeah, because Jesse will be watching the bidding, and Corey will just kind of be, adding his 2 bits in. Is this in the way? We've got a good shot on this side, even with the art in the middle,
Yeah,
right?
we do.
Okay, cool. All right, so the bidding's happening. Yay, bidding! Woo! Congratulations, bidder. Oh, go ahead, you do the thing.
Congratulations, bidder number 1. The winning bid for Balance by Mercedes Jelinek is $1 million.
Yay.
Woohoo.
It's not showing.
Oh, why? See, my iPad is not asleep at all, and it's still broadcasting, but it's not broadcasting.
Was this a problem during our other rehearsals?
We've only had it for the last one, yes.
Okay.
But it wasn't a problem at all last year.
We did it last year, right?
We had no problems with it.
Well, should I hold the script for today? So, I mean, we got to get it fixed, but it's going to take a million years if we don't. Do you have one for Kara?
You can pass it.
Here. These
Right.
probably aren't exactly the same because this is actually they might be, these 2 might be the same.
All right.
These 2 might. I think she has the most updated one, so that's good. Those should be the same.
Y'all ready? Next up, we have an Exquisite Plum Blossom Knife by Andrew Mears. Package 502 is open for bidding and the closing timer is set. Remember to use the home button to refresh your page and click on the package to bid.
Andrew is an American Bladesmith Society mastersmith, a recent Penland resident artist, and just taught pattern welding in the Iron Studio earlier this summer. He is attracted to the challenge of balancing the forging process with machining delicate and precise mechanisms. Through one functional object, he is able to utilize multiple skills and combine his interest in blacksmithing, metalsmithing, engineering, and chemistry. The result is work that is personal, useful, and treasured.
Made of steel, catalosh, and silver, this is a knife meant for sashimi, forged in a Western style with a Japanese-style blade. It is inlaid with plum blossom. Catalosh is an exotic wood native to Central America that is very hard and dense, and therefore superior in strength to woods like white oak, hard maple, or teak. The wood is exceptionally heavy and gives this knife beautiful balance.
They'll do some chat, and then you can exit with it. So we'll do some.
Are Harriet and Suzy going to chat about this?
Yep, it'll be the same cycle every time. So Harriet and Suzy will bring up some points of interest about the knife. And then Jesse will bring us back to the bidding and say, oh, look, bidder number
Bidder.
way to go, bidder, blah, blah, blah. So at that point, we'll be on the full set for cheering on the bidding. And then, the timer will run out and we'll say, congratulations. Oh, go ahead.
Congratulations, bidder number 2. The winning bid for Plum Blossom Knife by Andrew Mears is $200. I don't know about you, Corey, but I think this Maiwa indigo quilted coat is exactly what one should wear while making sushi with Andrew's knife. Package 503 is open for bidding, and the closing timer is set. Press the home button to refresh your page. So, Corey, tell us about the artists.
This mother-daughter duo are leading natural dyers and purveyors of quality natural dyes. The family business, Moai, was established in 1986 on Granville Island in Vancouver. They make slow clothes, which entails working alongside village weavers, dyers, and block printers in India. We have been lucky enough to have them teach here at Penland, where they generously share their knowledge with our students.
No
Made-
close-up video on this. It's just all model. And then why don't you try this on, Corey, you know, and you're gonna put it on Corey, so you can practice, put it on me and make sure that it looks, you know.
Made of 100% organic cotton, naturally dyed in indigo, and sewn in the Maiwa studio, this coat has it all. Patchwork of mud-resist block print dots, handwoven stripes, and thread-dyed handwoven light and dark indigo. It was designed to show the best of the textiles they work with.
And then he could like pass it off if one of these ladies want to try it.
Mai is beautiful and Wa is language. Woohoo.
They're gonna get up and, you know, interact with you.
Okay. And then they'll take it off.
And then, and you know, you could just turn it around and then it just, really nice. So, but anytime you're showing it off after they've got it off, go back to your friend.
Okay. So once they take it off, they'll give it back to me. Do you want me to put it back on and wear it off, or just carry it out?
Does anybody have any thoughts? Wear it off? All right.
Yeah.
And then, oh my gosh, the bidding's gone crazy.
Woo. Congratulations to bidder number 3, the winner of this Maiwa Indigo coat for $200.
$2,000.
I want to share a statement from artist Justin Rothshank's website. We believe that artwork and creativity are a catalyst for social change and economic improvement. We understand that creating beauty is integral to our human experience and offers an invitation to order, coherence, and unity. Art is an inclusive form of communication reaching across class, education, and ethnic boundaries. It enables self-understanding, provides a window into other cultures, and gives context to history and education. This collaboration with Isaac Scott seems to embody this statement. Package 504 is open for bidding, and the closing timer is set.
Isaac Scott is a ceramics artist, curator, and photographer from Madison, Wisconsin, who is currently living in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He's been photographing the protest movement in Philadelphia since spring of 2020. Justin has attended and taught classes here at Penland. He and his wife share a home and studio in Goshen, Indiana. Justin has been working with decals since 2005 and recently teamed up with Isaac to turn his photography into decals and apply them to his wheel-thrown pots.
Made of earthenware, glaze, and decals, Justin's pots are intended for use. Each piece is handmade on an electric potter's wheel that is set up on a stand that he built so that he can throw standing up. After each piece is created, it is fired, unglazed, for a first firing. Generally, each piece is then dipped in liquid glaze and fired for a second firing. After the glaze firing, the surface is decorated with the decals that are cut apart, reassembled, and applied using a water slide technique. Usually, he layers decals and fires pieces for a third, fourth, or fifth firing, or more, to achieve a layered collage effect.
And then we come over to Harriet. And this is truly a contemporary piece of art because these all came from the Black Lives Matters.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure out a video issue.
Okay.
Yeah, when do we play this video? Oh, he's not a featured artist, never mind.
No, it's not. They're talking about the close-up video.
Oh.
That looks right. Couple of face forms.
It's also, I was wondering why it came in a square.
So interesting. Yeah, there's he actually they published a bunch of his images with the oh, I didn't put the New York Times on here. I'll have to edit that. I can't believe they put it in there. Will you put a little note?
Here's the pen you lost.
Put a little note on this to add in who New York Times. And then there's another spot up in Mia's. Go to Mia's beginning real quick. Because I need to change the word 20 to 16.
What the heck is going on
Oh, it's not in this one.
Yeah, because I think this one, yeah. That was a big bug right there. Oh my gosh. Ew, I don't know
Step
if it was
on
a
it.
spider or a cricket. That was disgusting. That was huge. That was absolutely disgusting.
Well, no, so when you pull the corner, it moves.
Oh my gosh, that was nasty as frick.
But when you go left and right and up and down, it squash it.
Oh shoot, that's nasty. That's nasty. I don't want this pen.
Okay, well, let's just keep going. I can go back and look at my original.
Well, I think the original is good, it was good on the computer.
Yeah.
I'd slap somebody like this. Golly, that thing really hit me.
You have to do it with vigor.
With what?
Vigor.
I'm glad we're getting use out of these silly things.
Okay. All right, stole that thing.
So,
All right, congratulations, bidder number 5. You won this for $500,000.
Connection lost. Please try again.
This is not a good sign.
We got 20 minutes to launch. 35 technically.
Yes, and we are a quarter of the way through.
And that person still has not gotten back to me.
They won't. You'll just have to forge a letter.
Yeah, and just be like,
No.
"Hey, email it to me, dog."
You can't forge it. I don't know what. I don't know what this has happened. Surely it's happened before. There must be some precedent.
Yeah, this. This is just crazy. She can just email it.
Email
to me.
Yolanda and ask her.
Just be like,
Oh, well, she'll have to. Yeah.
I mean, she'll have to email it to me. It'll be fine. I have some that people have emailed me that they haven't signed it.
Well, that's annoying.
Yeah, the iPad just updated like yesterday or Wednesday. I think it was yesterday. I can't pronounce half this stuff that's coming up. I can't say it.
Are we back on? Okay. Featured artist introduction is where we are. 3 years establishes our newest auction tradition of highlighting artists who exemplify the values at the heart of Penland programming. We are excited to feature Shoko Teriyama, James Hinkle, and Yoonmi Nam.
Our first featured Yoonmi Nam was born and raised in Seoul, South Korea. Nam received a BFA degree in printmaking from Hongik University in Seoul, Korea. She moved to the U.S. to study at the Rhode Island School of Design, where she received an MFA degree in painting printmaking in 2000. Her work can be found in museum collections and has been shown in over 20 solo shows and 180 group shows. She has been a student and an instructor here at Penland and currently teaches at the University of Kansas. Look at that. Put the wrong here.
Also, there's just a host of issues.
That here is still the wrong here up there.
We need to figure out how we're gonna all fit on stage with this. So do we want to, so these ended up being way bigger. So.
Wait, when does the video run? Does the video run before these come in?
It runs right after Corey says
Oh,
his
okay.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but,
It says you bring them on set during the video.
we're not, no,
That's
old.
fake.
We're
Fake
not
news.
doing
All
that.
right.
Once we come back to the set. Just for the sake of like having movement on set, we were having it all come out. We'll go back to full set. Jesse will start describing it.
My name is Yun Minam, and this is my studio in Studios Inc. building in Kansas City, Missouri. In my work, I'm interested in time, specifically when that time feels contradictory, when it seems like it's very fleeting, but at the same time permanent. Growing up in Korea, I enjoyed drawing, I enjoyed art. I think I wanted to be an artist, not really knowing what that is. I studied printmaking when I went to school in Korea, and I went to graduate school in US. I went to Rhode Island School of Design. That, I think, led me to how I work now. I really try to find the right medium for a certain idea or subject matter. And the process and the medium is really important part of conceptualizing my work. Printmaking or sculptural work, it's very process-oriented. Art making, there's something about the relationship between thinking and how you move your body, moving your body and using your hands to manipulate materials, and the interaction and combination are just.
And then we're always confused. So, real quick, before we move.
I can, that's also in the close-up, but yeah, I can do this. I mean, we're getting all this way over.
Thank you, that's what I was about to say.